I am okay, give me the car keys. I need to go home. No, you are drunk and cannot drive. I will drive you.
On December 27, 2025, officers were dispatched to a residence in response to a reported family-related disturbance. Upon arrival, they were greeted by a father who explained he had better days, but had a son there who was under the influence of something and wouldn't let him take him home. The father told the son he had better go peacefully. The officers approached the son, Cody, informing him they had their body cam on. Cody claimed they were all good and thought they were about to get in. When asked if he lived at the address, it was revealed they lived up in North Dakota, specifically Fargo, Moorhead. Cody was there to visit his daughter and grandkids, but somehow found something to alter his state of mind.
Hey, you got a minute? Yeah, what's up? Check this out. Nice. I'm in.
The father intended to drive him home, but Cody wouldn't fasten his seat belt and wanted to take the key out of the ignition and slam it in park, making it unsafe to drive. They had both driven in the vehicle, with Cody driving when they came, though he was supposed to drive home because he is generally a good driver. The family present included his daughter and son-in-law. They were about to leave, but Cody was acting out. They were supposed to stay 2 more days, but last night he got into something and was in the same condition, though they thought this morning he would be better. When officers tried to speak with Cody, he said he had nothing to say and was all good, invoking the Fifth Amendment and demanding they not touch his stuff or look in. The officer stated he was just trying to talk, but Cody insisted he wasn't going to everything up. The father explained he gave a warning to sustain, but Cody refused to leave. The father stated he was afraid that was the officer's job and Cody didn't have a choice. The officer asked Cody to talk, and Cody agreed 100%, asking to step over here. When asked about his shoes, he confirmed they were his. The father told him to stop touching his stuff and to clean up his language, nodding that wasn't him. Cody claimed someone threw his phone. The officer asked if he had something to drink last night, and Cody admitted yes, just alcohol, and acknowledged he appeared intoxicated and felt like he was still under the influence. The officer explained the father's concern was not wanting him behind the wheel, nodding that if they started driving, they would end up crashing because Cody grabbed the steering wheel when trying to put it in park. The father stated he couldn't even leave and had had enough. Cody claimed he didn't call anyone and didn't do anything. The father countered that when his daughter doesn't want him around their kids in this state of mind, that is what he did. The officer asked to see Cody's gloves and hands. Cody stalled, asking what he was stalling for. The officer needed to find a solution because the family did not want him there. Cody suggested he could sit in the basement, but the officer stated they don't want him in the house. Cody demanded his phone, claiming Lindsay had it already with the GPS so he could drive home, but now it was shut off. He insisted he would drive home. The officer warned that maybe he should let him drive so they have a reason to arrest him. The officer tried to come to a conclusion where Cody could be civil with his father, asking if he could sit in the car and act normal without grabbing the gear shifter. Cody said no.
Out of the ignition and slam it in park, so there's no way I could safely drive home.
So you guys both drove in this vehicle. You were
Yeah,
okay.
I was passenger. He drove when we came,
Okay.
and he was supposed to drive home because he's generally a good driver.
And this is family?
Yeah, my daughter and son-in-law.
Okay. And then you guys were about to leave and then he's just acting like this?
Well, we were going to stay 2 more days.
Okay.
Like last night he got into something, and that's how he was last night. And we thought this morning he would be in better condition.
Hey, Cody.
I have nothing to say. I'm all good.
The officer informed him they don't want him here, so he was going to be trespassed. It was like a restraining order. He was not allowed on their property because he was very agitated. The officer stated the whole situation was getting blown up for no reason. The officer declared the deal. They were going to trespass him from the location. He wasn't in trouble yet, but it could turn into trouble if he didn't leave. The officer went to get a ban notice, official paperwork through the city. Cody was not allowed to be there and needed to leave off the property. He did not have to be in a state where he could drive, and the officer suggested having Dad drive him. The officer warned that if he didn't leave, he would get settled for trespassing. Cody told the officer not to touch him. The officer tried to reverse the situation back to a civil conversation, asking what happened. Cody said he wanted the officer to sit in the passenger seat, but then said he wasn't going to because he wasn't going to get a DUI. The officer clarified he wasn't driving. Cody claimed he had the keys. The officer directed him to the passenger seat. Cody refused to come. The officer stated they had to leave the property because they were trespassing him. Cody asked why he had to, and the officer reiterated it was because they were trespassing him. When asked where he was going, Cody said he didn't know, wherever his dad was taking him back home. The destination was Wington, North Dakota. The officer said he could take him home, but it was either that or jail tonight. Lindsay was actually serious. Cody had a restraining order on the property because of the way he acted. The officer offered a direct number to call if something happened while on the road, suggesting he call 911 to get treated. Cody asked if he was kidding. The officer stressed this was serious, not a prank.
I have, no, please don't touch my stuff.
You're good.
Okay. Fifth Amendment, please do not touch my stuff. Do not look in.
That's different. I'm just trying to talk to you. He's not going to give you
You've
the
already
keys.
f***ed everything up. Why the f*** did you do this?
Because I gave you a warning. I said, sit in
So
your
he's
seat,
possibly just
fasten your seatbelt,
intoxicated.
and we can go.
We're not doing anything. We're
Well,
not doing
I
anything.
told you they're going to take you down so you can sober up because
No,
you
we're
can't-
not.
You can't
No,
be
we're
here.
not.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
I'm afraid that's it.
No.
You don't have a choice.
No, we're not doing anything.
Right now, I'm your guardian.
Cody, can you just talk to us for a second, dude?
Yep, 100%.
Turn around.
Can we step over here and talk or something?
Yep, 100%.
Are those your shoes?
Yep,
They weren't there for fun. His family was concerned and didn't want him there because he was acting up and trying to do crazy things. He needed to get in the passenger seat so his dad could drive him home. The officer asked for the passcode for the dad to use GPS. Cody refused, saying, "Don't touch my phone." The officer said he just wanted the GPS. Cody repeated, "Don't touch it" again. The officer told him to turn it on so he could get the GPS to know how to go home. Cody said no. The officer told him to put the keys in and put his seat belt on. Cody refused until the seat belt was on. The officer said not till the seat belt's on. Cody said start it. The officer said if he didn't follow what he was told, he sure as heck wasn't going to be doing it when going 70 miles down the highway. The officer told him to start the truck. Cody asked if the paperwork was done. The officer said to put the keys in and start the truck and put the seat belt on. As soon as it was started, the seat belt goes on. Cody shut it off again. The officer asked him to give his dad the GPS so he knows where he was going. Cody said no. The officer said he needs the GPS. Cody said no, we're not. When asked how he gets home, the officer handed him the trespass notice. Cody was not allowed to be there. When asked to read it, Cody said he couldn't read it. The officer said that's right, so he was supposed to be on the way home. Cody told him to drive. The officer said he had the key. The officer asked if he was prior military. Why was he acting like this? Cody confirmed he was prior military. The officer said he shouldn't be behaving like this, nodding he's your dad. Cody said he knows. The officer told him to put the key back in and give him the GPS, locked in so he can find his way home. He told him to act like a service member and start the GPS. The officer warned that at this point, Cody was trespassing. If he refused to get off the property, he would be cited for trespassing. He couldn't be there. After that, he would be taken to jail. Cody suggested he could stay there and the dad could drive home. The officer said let's do that, get out, but warned he could lose his truck and lose his driver's license. Cody said he won't lose his truck. The officer said he won't even make it out of the driveway. Cody mentioned nuclear missile security. The officer said you never know it now and told him to go back over there. Cody said no, do not. The officer stated he was trespassing this property and couldn't block him. Cody said, "Do not touch me." The officer asked if he wanted a lawsuit. Cody said, "Relax." The officer told him to let go right now and stay over here. Cody refused. The officer told him nicely not to touch him or grab him. The officer ordered him to put his hands behind his back. Cody claimed he wasn't doing anything after a day after Christmas. The officer told him to come on and put his hands behind his back, asking if he wanted this on him. Cody was handcuffed, told to make sure he was nice and tight.
Here, dude. So, Cody, just talk to me what's going on, dude.
He fucking threw my phone or something.
Did you have something to drink last night or something?
Oh yeah, I did.
Because I could tell you're kind of appear intoxicated. You feel
Yep.
like you still are under the influence of something.
Yep.
Okay, just alcohol.
Yep, I did.
And then that's causing the issue between you and the family here? Is that what the problem is? So you got to understand, right? His concern is he doesn't want you behind the wheel. And I guess when you guys started driving...
I'm not going to touch you.
No, you're fine. You're like stepping backwards. So
No, I'm not.
Go ahead. You can close your door. You're fine.
No, yeah, it's okay. I was security forces. We're all good, dude.
Okay.
We'll end up crashing because he'll be grabbing the steering wheel and be trying to put it in.
The officer mentioned security forces. Air Force is literally sweet. The officer said he was going this way. There's a longer process. He told Cody he was going to get charged with 2 different things today. Cody said he wasn't getting charged with anything. The officer said that's why he's at the jail. Cody said nope, nothing. The officer said he's getting charged with trespass. Cody said nope. The officer said he'll have a court date January 15th, 9:00 in the morning, Lodge Center in Bloomington. He was also going to get charged with resisting or obstructing a police officer, same court date. Cody said cool. The officer said, hey, this is not what they were going to do. He wasn't doing jail, he was going to pick up more charges. This was jail, this was real. Regardless of what he wanted to believe, he needed to put his hand up so they could take the other handcuff off and get processed so he could get released. Cody said he already did this when he was in the military. The officer said this isn't the military. Cody told him to stop breaking his wrist. The officer said he wasn't. Cody said no. The officer told him to sit down. Cody said he wasn't even doing anything. He still had caps on. The officer told him to put him on his knees. Cody went to his knees. The officer told him to listen. Cody said he wasn't even tensioning, just relax, don't touch my chain. The officer said they got to take it off. He told Cody to turn away from him. Cody asked what? The officer repeated turn away. Cody said he didn't even do anything. The man was charged with criminal trespassing and obstruction.